Oh, get up there. You're dragging my clothes over there. Ain't nobody on here, but if you're rewatching it, when I wear tank tops, she don't have much to grab on to. Ooh. Okay, I don't know who's in here. Am I too bright? It's hard for me to tell on this laptop. If I turn it off, you won't be able to see me. You gonna stay? Okay, who's here? Nobody feeling chitty chatty? Well, listen, she's going to probably try to go around the back of my neck. Hey, Amy Jolie. How are you today? Are you making it? I thought I'd bring my girl. She's always sleeping. And she was on the couch last night. I let her sleep on the love seat. And she come out from under her blanket this morning and went up at the back. And so I saw her sleeping with her nose up in the side of the thing. So I pushed her covers back up over. Well, a little bit later, she come out again. So I'm like, well, she's awake and she's about. And I didn't want her to poop on because she's not active now. When she does get active, she could be trying to poop. And I didn't want her to do that on my couch. So I put her in her tank and she's been awake. And I thought, well, if she's awake, I'm going to get her out. Because when she's sleeping, I do not like to bother her. She's just like a baby. When a baby's sleeping, I don't want to bother a sleeping baby. I don't want to bother a sleeping FLAIR. So I thought, well, you know what? I'll just bring her in here with me. That way I get to love on her while she's awake. And then she gets to be on me because she likes to be on me. Morning, Miss Sylvia. Let me turn around. There she is. Say good morning. You just get to see the back end of her. She really is, Sylvia. I wish you could see her when her colors are up. When she gets nice and warm and happy and content, her colors come up just so yellow. And she's got little, like where these dark streaks are in amongst there, she's got streaks of orange. She's beautiful. When she's in full color, she's beautiful. Well, Miss Denise, listen, say hey to Denise. There you go. I'm going to have to keep turning her around. If she's not going to look at everybody, I'm going to have to keep turning her around. I was telling them she was awake, and she's never awake. So I thought, well, I'll just bring her in here with me. She's my little girl. She likes to be on mama. You know what I'm saying? People think these little things don't have personalities. And I'm here to tell you, she's got a personality. And she can learn. You can teach her things. You can condition her to know what to do. They're amazing little creatures. Where are you going, girl? You've been waiting, Lori? Yeah, I didn't disappoint you this week. You got on to me the other week when I didn't come out. Hey, Joan. Listen, say hey. Look at her. She tries to climb. You see, she can't get traction on my skin. She can't get traction, so she don't make any progress. Used to, when she was younger and very active, I would hold her and she would not be still. She would be just like using me as a jungle gym. She would be climbing around my neck, on my head, down. She would, no joke, she would like go down my shirt, come out my armhole. Sometimes she would go down my shirt and go to sleep. She used to be very, very active. She's a funny little, well, here, listen, you need some help. Is that where you're trying to go? She's so cold. She just will not get up in her um lamp and sunbathe anymore. She just won't. She's just like she just likes to stay down where it's just lukewarm. And like right now, she's so cold. Um, I can't think what mine are something like that, Sylvia. I get them well, Sandy. I took iron before I ever had surgery. I've taken iron for many, many years because I'm iron anemic. And I think what I take, well, I know what I take is ferrous gluconate, and I think it's a 325 milligram pill, just a little green pill, nothing to it. So if they want you to take it, they should write you a prescription for it. That's what they should do. Even if your insurance don't cover it, you can get the prescription filled and just pay full price, which is, I think, what I do. Cheap. Just it's dirt cheap. Hey, Miss Pam, I'm glad you did too. Listen, Sylvia, you might as well just know that you're gonna be taking pills, and if you have to throw one more in there, you're just gonna have to. Because if you need your iron, you need your iron, especially if you're not eating it. Because I think you're having trouble eating all your food, right? Isn't that what you said? You're having trouble getting your food in. Shall I wish I had that problem? I wish I had that problem. I ain't got that problem. Oh, don't cry, Sylvia. Don't cry. Just one more to add. Just look. This is what you do. You just pour them all out in your hand. You go pop, drink, done. You take it at the same time that you take your multivitamin. There you go. No biggie. You got it. Apparently, my insurance must pay for mine because mine's cheap. I think it's cheaper than what you can buy, like at the drugstore. Oh, don't worry about them veggies. Don't worry about them veggies. As long as you get your protein in, them veggies are just like my nutritionist I just seen. She was not even concerned about my veggies. The other one I seen, was like, well, eat this and blah 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 blah, because she knows I hate it. And it's funny with the last nutritionist I saw, she said, Natalie wrote in here. I said, I told her, I said, I'm not getting my vegetables in because I hate them. She goes, yeah, I know. There's a note in here that says you hate vegetables. So they take notes from visit to visit to visit. So each one of them will know the same thing about you. So she knew with me coming in that I hate vegetables. She did not push the issue. I'm here to tell you, she did not push the issue. What she pushed was protein. That's the issue she pushed. Protein is super important, especially if you've had weight loss surgery like me and Sylvia. It is so important. So I ain't no doctor, Sylvia, and I ain't your bariatrician, but mine ain't worried about no vegetables. And so guess what? Neither am I. Matter of fact, did I not come on here and tell y'all? She told me I didn't have to eat my vegetables because I said, my nutritionist said, what? Because I come home and told David, I said, she said I didn't have to eat my vegetables. So that means you don't have to either. And so he was pretty excited about that because he don't like them either. He eats broccoli because it's good for him, and not because he likes it, but he has to smother it in cheese. If it ain't smothered in cheese, he don't want it. But here I'm gonna tell you, that is correct, Sylvia. If you eat your protein, you lose weight. That is a fact. But the nutritionist at Duke, when I saw her, when I was going to actually get my back surgery before they crapped out on me, that big pile of doctors, I don't know who they think they are. She told me her whole thing was your starch is a quarter, your protein's a quarter, and half your plate is vegetables. But she was all about losing weight. She was not about getting a certain amount of protein. She says if you she just wanted you to lose weight. That's all she was concerned with. Half your plate in vegetables. That's why I said I can't do it. I can't do it. And I told her about like broccoli. I said, David has to have cheese on it. She said, I'm here to tell you, if the only way you can get broccoli in your mouth is to put cheese on it, she said, put cheese on it. Now that comes from the girl up at Duke. I didn't make that up. I'm just telling you different things I have heard from here and here and here. But no, my mama did not tell me to eat no vegetables, Lori. No, she did not. We wasn't. You know what kind of vegetables we ate? We ate taters. We ate canned sugar peas, corn. We ate the starchy vegetables. We were not a salad family. We were a poor family with me and my mom and my brother. We didn't get fresh vegetables. We ate stuff out of the can. We ate the cheap food, and that's what I grew up on. If I ate the vegetables and stuff, it was at Mama's house, but I didn't live with Mama. You see what I'm saying? So no, I was never told to eat my vegetables, and I never learned to like them. Oh, now that is good food coming out of the garden, that's for sure. I like a baked sweet tater. I like to sprinkle a little cinnamon sugar on it. My well, I had monk fruit and I run out of it, so now it's Truvia Sweet Complete. I made some sugar, cinnamon sugar with the Truvia Sweet Complete. I like to sprinkle that on it, and I will hit that. No, she can't, Sandy. I know where she's wanting. She's probably wanting behind the back of my neck. But no, sweet taters are good for you. Sweet taters are so healthy. Oh my goodness! If I could pull up something without turning y'all off, I'll tell you. That's right, Denise. We have to go what they tell us to do. And you know what's funny about that? Every one of them's going to tell you something different. My team's going to tell me something different than Sylvia's team. You see what I'm saying? I know somebody else who watches, and she had it, and hers was different from mine. So it's all different. Hey, Sparkly Susan. Let's say hey. Hey. Get up there. Get up there. Get up there. I like lima beans. I love lima beans. Oh no, Sylvia. Oh, bless her heart. Have you ever made baked taters, regular baked taters in the air fryer? Ooh, they're good. Scrub them things down real good, coat them in all, sprinkle them with like some thick salt, what you call it? Like kosher salt. You know what I'm trying to say. Air fried, I think at 400, it takes like 30, 35 minutes, but ooh, they're good. They're just really good. Yeah, Susan, how is your husband? That's right, Pam. That's right. They push that protein. You eat the sweet tater skin? Now, I don't because it's got all them little hairs on it. You know what I'm talking about? They're not hair, but you know, them little sprigs. I can't eat that. That would be good, Sylvia. Oh, do you have earbuds in, Susan? Please tell me you have earbuds in. Because don't nobody in that waiting room need to hear my mouth. You'll clear the room. They'll all go running. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. I went to Publix this morning because me and John, let me tell you right quick, me and John is doing a collab in the morning. It is our Taste of Home collab series where it's just her and I, because we collect the Taste of Home annual cookbooks. And like last time, she picked the year in the category, and this time I picked the year in the category. Well, I was going to have, and it goes up tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Well, I was going to make mine last night. I go in there, I get the recipe out, I get my tripod, open up the book. I'm like, where's my couscous? Because I'm making a couscous dish. Where is my couscous? I forgot to buy it. So this morning I get up before it gets hot. Well, that was ship had sailed because it was hot when I went out. Go to Food Line. They don't have, I'm not buying a 400-pound thing of couscous that we're never going to eat. So I go to Publix. Oh my gosh, Publix is the grocery store with all the food that we can't have. I know they say you can't have, you can have anything. Well, not in my house. I can't. I ain't buying a bag of candy flavored popcorn and expecting myself to have a serving of it. Not at one time. Half a bag at one time. Hold on, let me look and see who that was. Oh, Tracy. Yeah, Tracy, that was you. That was you. Listen, that's a thick skin, Lori. I just okay, good, Susan. Good, good. How long has he been in, Susan? Yes. Listen, me and Tracy down here, Tracy. Where is my bouncers? I'm missing my bouncers. I got channels to put up. Lou ain't here and Becky ain't here. Lord, y'all gonna make me work? Hey, well, hey, Marilyn, how's it going up there in Canada? 2.5 hours. Ugh. I bet. Did they give you like any kind of idea of how long it might take? Oh, Sylvia, that's terrible. Now, I'm not calling your husband terrible. I'm saying that's terrible for you. I am fortunate that David will eat what I give him. And if I ask him, do you want this week? No, 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 no. Because I mean, I offer him. I'm not sabotaging him. He's not um, purposefully trying to lose weight, but he's not purposefully trying to gain it either. He's trying to watch his blood sugar because if his blood sugar gets too high, they'll ground him. He's a truck driver. Y'all know that. They'll ground him. I mean, they just will. He's like, that's my job. So he's very good about watching his sugar. So I am fortunate that he don't require chips and cookies and cakes and pies. He don't require that stuff. If he gets it, it's just like me. It's a treat. So very fortunate. Oh, you're on holiday in Northern Ontario. What kind of fun things are you doing? And no, we don't want to take up your vacation time, but it's nice you popped in to say hey. Oh, I see where her head is. I think she's finally getting comfortable. She likes to snuggle. She like that bearded dragons like to have their nose in somewhere. I don't know if it makes them think they're hid or if it's just a comfort thing, but they like to nose in places. And so, like that right there, is she asleep? Is her eye open? I can't tell. This laptop, no, I think it's open. Um, but yeah, she might be happy now. Yeah, Sylvia, that I know that would be hard. And there again, I am fortunate that whatever I make for me, I make for David. But I will say this, I make David things that I don't eat and I just don't eat them. So you have to just learn how to not eat them. You just have to sit there and watch them or just have a small, small portion. Like I have made him, this, and this, and had mashed taters. And oh my gosh, I wanted them mashed taters. I scoop out a spoon. Literally, I would scoop out a spoon and have a spoonful. So I didn't eat what I wanted, but I at least tasted them. So maybe you could just do that. Get your protein, get your little taste of, whatever it is they're having and be done with it. Oh, boating, swimming, fishing, shopping. Your grandgirls are there. Oh, that is awesome, Marilyn. That is good. That's right, Tracy. If they still hungry, they'll find something. But David ain't still hungry. The one time he gets hungry is at night when he's in his truck. By the time he gets to Atlanta, he'll eat his lunch. He'll warm it up, eat his lunch by the time he gets to Atlanta. And then from Atlanta back home, come on now, from Atlanta back home, he don't have no snacks. And I keep telling him, take snacks. He won't do it. I said, well, buy something out of the machine. He don't do it. And then by the time he gets home, he's starving half to death. So, but that's the one time he gets hungry is in his truck at night. Really? He's the one that started it, ain't he, Susan? Ain't he the one that started low carb and you decided to go and do it with him? Now, is he going to have to stay in the hospital or is this outpatient they're going to send him home? Because if he stays in the hospital, they're probably not going to care if he's low carb. And he's going to have to eat what they bring him. I just heard David go to bed. He's about 20 minutes late. Is it? No. What time does he normally go to bed? I think he's going to bed early. He must be tired. I thought that's how it worked. I've done low carb in the past, and low carb does me good. That's what I was on. Denise knows. Denise is the one that said them doctors messed up my mojo. Ain't that what you said, Denise, if you're still here? When I was doing low carb and I was doing wonderful a couple years ago, and then the doctor told me, go on Mediterranean. And when I got off and tried that stupid Mediterranean, that's when I got off track, and I never got it back together. That's right, Denise. Yes, I was doing good. I was doing awesome on low carb. My body responds so well to low carb. Yeah, they mess with me. Mediterranean. I can't do Mediterranean. That's too many vegetables and fish and like feta cheese and olives and stuff like that. David, he ain't gonna eat that. Now that's one thing he's not gonna eat my way if I ate it. He tried, and we don't salmon fillets. No, we don't eat that stuff. And we're not eating half a plate of vegetables. I'm here to tell you that right now. I was eating my foods, and I was losing weight on my foods, and they didn't like it. So I ain't gonna tell y'all not to listen to your doctor. If you have weight loss surgery, listen to your doctor. But I shouldn't listen to him. I should have just kept doing what I was doing because it was working. And there was nothing wrong with my lab work either. So yeah, Sandy, you eat my vegetables for me. You eat my vegetables. Listen, Tracy, David ain't eating no fishy fish. I'm going to tell you that right now. He says, I know where McDonald's is. That's what he'll tell me if I say, well, I'm going to make up something, or he'll see something on TV. He's like, I know where McDonald's is. I was in a very great place, and I never got my footing back. I just never got, I don't know why it messed with me so bad, because then from there, I went here, there, and the other, and I could never get myself back on low carb the way I was on it before, and I was on it so good. I wish I could go back and repeat whatever I had done, but alas, I do not make journals that I can flick back and look at. Y'all people who do the journals, Sandy, you writing in your journals, and you were talking about you can, go back and look. I don't do that. So I listen, this here journal, this right here, look, I got Wednesday, July 19th, there's one entry. Monday, July 24th, there's 3 entries. And then today, I got my breakfast and my water and my exercise. So I attempt. I attempt, and I do not check on here anymore. I just don't. You shouldn't say doctors don't always know what's best for you, but I don't think they do. And she's still my doctor to this day. I love her to death. She's a wonderful doctor. She hawks me. Lord have mercy, she hawks me. She did you do this? Did you do that? Blah, 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 blah. So, but she shouldn't have told me to go on Mediterranean. So, but boy, my labs were. Did I? I don't think I ever even told y'all my last labs with her last month were excellent. My cholesterol is excellent. My A1C is excellent. She wrote me a note. She says your labs are excellent. So I'm getting there. I'm doing it. Sandy eats too many vegetables. Anybody that eats as many vegetables as Sandy, they need to rethink their priorities in life. Right, Tracy. They don't take into account that everybody ain't the same. We're not all little cookie cutters, and everybody is the same. She should have taken into account what I was doing was working, and my labs were looking fine. You know, they weren't excellent like they are now because I hadn't lost the weight that I've lost now. Um, but yeah, they think like one size fits all, and it does not. That's because you probably got 400 of them coming out of the garden. Now I can eat a good old garden mater. I can eat that. That's for sure. Oh, Sylvia. I just can't do it. I wasn't raised that way. I didn't learn. That's about Jacob. He's learning to eat his fruits and veggies. Now he likes all the other kids' stuff too, but boy, she sent me a snap this morning. He was eating some blackberries. He was just like boom, 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 boom. Just he was like a squirrel. What are you canning with them? What are you going to can? Oh, Sandy, that's nice. Now, my cousin brought me up some tomatoes and some banana peppers. Oh, I need to eat them peppers. I forgot I had them in there. Listen, David's working on getting that tractor fixed. He talked to somebody from California this morning about rebuilding the oil pump because he's looking for a tool. The tractor's old enough that the tool, like, he found one, they're wanting 400 some dollars for a tool, one specialty tool. He's like, I can get this man to rebuild it for half that. So he talked to him on the phone this morning. I told him, I said, just send it to him. Don't even waste your time getting some tool, and then he won't have it. There's nothing else he would be able to use it for. You see what I'm saying? Even if you found it for $200, that's a $200 tool that he'll have no other use for unless he would ever rebuild that all whatever I just call what I call it pump again. So he's just gonna send it out to California. No, it's such an it. He's tried to order it from 4 places, and all 4 places they can't get it. That's why the people are jacking up the price because it's a tool for such an old part that it's not readily available anymore. So if they do get it, they jack it up. So it's not a current tool; it's an old tool. Oh, good, Amy Jolie. Yeah, they're price gouging. What they're doing, they're price gouging. Okay, she's still awake. I think she's happy where she's at, though. I think She does like to lay on me though, and I think a lot of it. Well, she loves me, but she likes that body heat. That body heat feels good to her. She does like on my. She likes it on my skin because you really get the body heat on your skin. So she does like to lay like skin to skin. Okay, speak up. Y'all get me going talking about stuff, and then I run out of things to say. Ooh, let me tell y'all. You know what just popped into my mind when I went to the Dollar Tree yesterday? Now I didn't say nothing on the video because I didn't have any like concrete 100% story. But when I went in, one of my little managers, she had walked out on the. She was outside looking, and she walked in, and I was coming in behind her, and she wasn't her usual. Hey, how you doing? Talking to me. She went on and she got on her phone, and I don't know who she was talking to. If she was talking to the police or who she's talking to, but she told him. She said she was scared for her life because somebody had a gun. She said somebody was out there and somebody drove by and they had a gun. I didn't hear her say that they shot it or nothing, but I'm like, oh my God. I'm glad I was there now instead of earlier, because if I'd have heard somebody had a gun, I'd have just went running for the back stock room of the store. Well, Pam, I've done better this week. Matter of fact, when I get through with my coffee, I got my water sitting here. So I have been making myself, after I have my first cup of coffee in the morning, drinking a water before I let myself have another one. I have been doing that. I told myself I wouldn't be able to do it because I know myself. Myself will say no, but I have been doing it. So, me too, Amy Jolie, with some Duke's mayonnaise on it. Don't give me no tomato sandwich without no Dukes. Oh my gosh. I seen a post. I watch. I follow this Facebook group, Appalachian something something. Well, this woman says she's seen a miracle. She heard how much blue plate mayonnaise is so good, and her husband has died in the wool Dukes. Well, she made him a bologna sandwich and put that blue plate mayonnaise on it. And he told her, he goes, I don't know what you did, but this is the best bologna sandwich I ever had. He said that mayonnaise is just more flavorful for some reason. She said that's because it's blue plate and not Dukes. And she said he is now a blue plate man, not a Dukes man. She said I witnessed a miracle. I'm like, you know what? It'd be a miracle to get me to switch from Dukes. It would be an absolute miracle. Denise? Oh, okay, bye, Denise. Good grief, Sandy? Yeah, I'd be scared. You don't know. I mean, you want them to catch them, but then you're scared for your life. Well, mine, how much does yours recommend, Sylvia? 90 to 120. Whew. Mine says 64, but they say other liquids count too. I'm supposed to have been drinking decaf coffee, which I did for a while, and I switched back. I think that is acceptable. But like if I flavor my water, that counts. If I drink tea, that counts. That's how my place does it. So just regular water, I drink like 3 of those probably, and I get 16 ounces. I measured it one time. When I fill it completely full of ice, I can get 16 ounces of water in it. So I drink 3 of those. I've not yet got 4 in. So what's 16 times 3? 48. They recommend 64. So with my coffee and my tea that I make sometimes, I think I'll probably get it in. But that's good. Ain't that the truth, Sandy? Good Lord of mercy. I don't don't have time enough in the day to drink that much water. Do you have time to eat? Oh, I never thought of that, Pam. But did we wonder where she thinks she's going? Well, I'll drink with this hand. She's liable to try to start making a flying leap. That's why when I hold her like this, I got to hold her tail. I'm not squeezing it. I've just got my hand around it. So if she were to try to make a flying leap or fall, I could catch her. Not much, Sandy. She sleeps. That's why I got her today, because she was awake. I had her sleeping on the love seat, and she was awake. She come out of her blanket twice. So then I put her in the tanks to try to get her warm. And she was awake when I was going to do live. So I told David, I said, well, I don't like to disturb her when she's sleeping, because I said earlier in this thing, she's like a sleeping baby. I don't like to wake a sleeping baby, and I don't like to wake a sleeping FLAIR. So I just don't bother her when she's asleep. I let her do her thing. And so she was awake. That's why I got her in here with me. But she sleeps pretty much all day and then all night. But she's so old. That's just all she does. Yeah, you can pee them out, Joan. That is correct. Ooh, FLAIR, you making my arm teared. Come on. You see, she can't make traction on my skin. Oh, it's time to eat. He gets on up. When she wants to eat, she comes down towards the end of her other end of her tank. That's when I know she wants to eat. She's been getting kind of lazy, not even coming down that far, just getting down off of her little steps and just sitting there. So I'm like, okay. But she don't eat very often either. She don't eat like she used to eat. Like she didn't eat today. She used to eat every day. Now she just eats a few times a week and drinks water. You can't get her to drink water. And I'm gonna tell you what, they got strong jaws. You can't hardly pry them things open. Like when she would have to take medicine, whoo, it was a struggle getting that mouth open to squirt that medicine in there. But when she don't want to drink water, she's not gonna drink water. I feed her with a dropper. Mm-mm. And she'll get it there and she'll get her paw and she'll like on the side of her mouth there, because I'm getting water on it. She don't like it. When she had her last bath, though, she drank water, and that's unusual because she does not drink water in her bath. But she had her mouth down in there, and you could see her gulping it. Her mouth was just open, just enough where you could see her. She was gulping the water, so she at least did get some. But if she don't want to eat, she ain't gonna eat. And if she don't want to drink, she don't want to drink. But her sight's going. She's probably half blind, bless her heart, because I put her like roaches and worms, and lately she's just been eating roaches, and I can't worms. They either don't have roaches, and the store I've been going to now, I can't afford their roaches. You get like just a handful for it's ridiculous. I guess I could go back across town and get her some. I just haven't. She really likes the worms, and when I put them in a bowl because I don't want them running around and get one loose because I don't want stray bugs, climbing in her tank. And as soon as I put the bowl down, she just licks the side of the bowl and bites the side of the bowl. And I tip it up so she can see the worms. And she licks at them and she misses them. It's pitiful. It's pitiful to see. It really is. So, hey, Michelle. She's going a little blind. 32 ounces of Dr. Pepper and all that water, Amy Jolie. Holy cow. Ooh, Marilyn, that's exciting. Oh, I hate it when you have to leave some behind. That's just, oh, I hate it. But 9, that's a good haul right there. That's a real good haul. You drink water to stay awake. I hear you. Listen, where are you going, chickadee? That's what David calls me. He called me that today. Hey, chickadee. I was like, what? I'm going to tell you right now, Michelle, I ain't drinking half this body weight in water. 125 ounces? No. And when I was almost 400 pounds, you think I could drink 200 ounces of water? No, ain't enough time in the day. No. My coffee counts too, Michelle. Listen, I find too much of just what I want at the store, Tracy, in the book section. Too much. Y'all know I'm hungry. I ain't had no lunch. I had late. I just drink half and half in mine, Michelle. I used to drink a little bit of coffee with my sugar, and after I started Weight Watchers, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not paying points for all that sugar, so I started weaning myself. Now I can't drink sweet coffee for love nor money. And it's pumpkin spice season. Holly's already found her first pumpkin spice creamer, and every year I think this is going to be the year I'm going to have me some pumpkin spice coffee, and I can't do it, but I buy it every year, and every year I tell David, remind me that I don't drink those sweeteners, those coffee creamers, and every year the pumpkin spice gets me. I can't help it. I'm a pumpkin spice kind of gal. Oh, no, I don't like peppermint in my coffee. Well, now, Sylvia, we got to work on that, honey. Do you have any hobbies? Do you have anything you like to do that you could like divert that energy that you're pointing towards food? You know what I drink when my mouth is dry? Almond milk. I keep a quart mason jar because David don't drink it, but it's better than drinking out of the carton. So I keep a quart jar in there. When my mouth gets really dry and tasting nasty, I just go in there and get my quart jar and get me a sip of almond milk. That's the one thing that soothes my mouth when my mouth feels bad. Do y'all get hot out there? Dental surgery. I've had that. Not a fan. Not a fan. Oh, Marilyn, go have fun, girl. That's more important than us. Enjoy yourself. I'm glad you come by. How hot do you get out there in Utah? Very hot and dry. Is it? Well, listen, at least it's dry. That's the good thing. Uh, After I had my weight loss surgery, liquids for 2 weeks, that shit sucked. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. Feels like 107. Ugh. That's what I'm gonna say. Ugh. I don't know how hot it is here. It's supposed to be in the 90s today. Let me check my handy dandy phone. Whether it's right or not, because you'll get something different on this phone than you will on the news. They differ. Says it's 93. Feels like 102. Dang gum. Oh, Sylvia. Go there. Me and RJ used to play video games all the time. So go play. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, when you couldn't eat, Michelle? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Would you Google how to fix it? Listen, I have found when I do some talking, my nose starts running. Oh. So what you eating these days? You still doing keto? Good grief. Well, what caused it? Because you wasn't eating? Was your sugar dropping? Coffee gone. Starting the water. One's a cool front. You can have it. That's why I went out to the store early this morning, and it was already hot and muggy when I walked out the door. So I cranked my air conditioner down because it can't keep up. It just can't keep up. Oh, clean keto. Ooh, that's the hard keto. If I was to do keto, I'd do dirty keto. I would. I ain't lying. I would. What's everybody here doing? Have I asked that before? What y'all doing? What kind of plan y'all doing? Y'all know I'm doing high protein, low carb. Low carb, not as in keto low carb. They say 50 and below, which you got to track it to know how many carbs you're eating. But I just try to keep it low. Oh my gosh, Michelle. Joan, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Joan is cooking and baking. Can y'all believe that? As lazy as she is, she's actually cooking and baking. I'm gonna tell you right now, Joan Stetzer is like one of the least laziest persons I know in my life, other than my husband. I'm gonna tell you what. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, they had to dig it out. Holy crap. Tomorrow? Where? Where are you gonna do it? Have you found out if you can have it out there by the in your yard? Have you found that out? Because if you have, you didn't tell me. Oh yay! Well, hey, then listen. You don't be coming on here in a public forum announcing things that you did not message me and tell me. Let's just get that out in the open, Missy. No, you did not tell me. I'm gonna tell you like I tell David. He says, Did I tell you something? Say, I'll tell him, just go ahead and assume you didn't tell me anything. Because don't, he don't tell me nothing. Oh my gosh, he don't tell me nothing. He don't. No, you told me you was gonna find out, but you didn't tell me which way they went with it. Mid-October. Really, I just assumed y'all were like the snow state. I never thought y'all were hot like that. I just assumed y'all were cooler because you get snow. I guess I figured that wrong. Oh my Lord, Tracy. Oh gosh, Michelle. They just dug that money out, didn't they? Listen, Joan, I know you're going to have a crap ton of stuff to put out there. I hope you get lots of visitors. Listen, what you going to put it on? Have you got Doug already building you something? Is he building right now? And are you going to bolt your money box down? That's what I want to know. Yeah, sometimes here we can wear shorts in October. Starting small. Are you starting with produce or like home canned goods or a little bit of both? Table, yeah. Well, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? It's exciting. Lou, yes, I mentioned you earlier. I say my bouncers ain't here. Lou ain't here. I was wanting putting up some channels. I said, if I go over and start doing that, I can't see y'all. And then I'm just looking around over here doing stuff. Produce jam, relish, and bread. Oh, you finally getting it painted. Yeah, Lou. What will we do with you? You stop. You know I'm messing with you. Sandy, you did not put up the channels. You don't have a ranch. You must. Sandy, what kind of vegetables are you eating? What kind of greenery are you eating, Sandy? No, I did not see no kind of links go up. I swear to you, say, has anybody seen any links go up? Somebody tell me. What kind of face is that? What kind of face is that? Yeah, Sandy eating that wacky lettuce. Sandy, did you get some edibles when you was out there on your trip? Them special mushrooms. Yeah, buddy. We see you eat them mushrooms. Right, right, Michelle. Cucumbers, tomatoes, lettuce, mushrooms, snap peas, raspberries, and strawberries. Good Lord, I'd starve to damn death, Sandy. Oh, I got you, Lou. I didn't even see the links. I must have been looking at y'all talking when they went up or something. I don't know. I didn't see them. We got Sandy and Joan and Tracy and Michelle. Denise was here earlier. She left. Roy ain't here. I don't know what Roy's doing. Well, Tracy, you at work. I was, Sandy. Like the red-headed stepchild. We say that around here too. That must not be just a Southern saying. That must be a nationwide saying. Listen, I was for real treated like one without going into all the details. I was treated badly by a stepmother. Badly. Ooh, Flair, you make my clothes come down. Get me indecent. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. And just sit right there. Mm. Okay, y'all got quiet again. I ain't trying to have it. Hmm. Did they have it? What? Denise's hair ain't red. Don't tell us if she colors it, cause don't tell her secrets. Hmm. Really? They had orange hair? Did you get? Let's see. You got Sandy, Joan, Tracy, Michelle. Isn't that funny how babies start out one way and then it just changes? Like Holly, she was like her daddy. She was a towhead. And now that she's up, well, she dyes it black now because she's like she likes to change. But her hair went from like blonde to then it started getting dirtier and dirtier and dirtier. So she's still a blonde, but she's a dirty blonde. But she was a little towhead when she was a baby. Really, Amy Jolene? Listen, we got a lot of redheads in our group here. Oh, Sandy, that's terrible. Kids are mean. Kids are just mean. I think. Listen, that was a that was mean, but that's kind of nothing compared to how mean kids are mean in a whole different way today. You hear stories that are just horror stories that happen to other children in school. It's very sad. Yes, they do. They have all this social media to go on and just destroy someone. You got that right, Lou. Tell the truth. I bet they did, Sandy. That's how I was over my brother, the one that I grew up in the house with. I have, I don't have any full blooded siblings. I had a brother and a sister on my dad's side. My brother, he's dead. He died years ago. And then I had a brother on my mama's side. That's the one I grew up in the house with. And then I had my baby brother on my dad's side with a different wife. and he is RJ's uncle. He's a year older than RJ, but he's RJ's uncle. We just think it's funny. Oh, girls are the meanest. Girls are just spiteful. Look, can you see what we're doing here? Say hello, hello. Look at that leg. Look at that leg. See, she's winding up. She's trying to get somewhere. Listen, she likes neck rubs. I'm gonna tell you what. You start rubbing her neck back there behind her beard in the back, she will shut them eyes on you. I tell you, you rub one side, she'll turn her head so you can get to it. You quit doing that, and you rub the other side back in, right back in under there. She'll turn her head so you can get up to it. She's rotten. Okay, John. Enjoy. I'm doing mine at 5. We'll compare notes. But no, I used to. You didn't mess with my brother, cause I just soon whoop your butt, then look at you. I was gonna say something else. Look, she's waving. Hey. Listen, these here, I sit on my haul. If you watch my haul tonight, I am loving these nail wraps. Oh my gosh. I wish I would hit the jackpot of them at the thrift store, because I'm telling you what, I'd buy them. I'd buy every one of them as long as it, wasn't some weirdo looking, you know. I love them. Thank you, Lou. I'm telling you, instant manicure. Instant manicure. What's your Tracy? That's me right now. You don't mess with my husband. You you mess with me all you want. Don't mess with my husband. You don't mess with my family either. You just don't. Cause I don't play that game. David don't need nobody tending to him, but if it comes across my desk, so to speak, then I'm gonna speak up. So don't say something the wrong way and expect me not to go off on you, because I will. I went off on when he owned his own business and had trucks. I went off on his insurance lady because she made some kind of off comment that I didn't appreciate. I mean, I went off on her. And the next time he talked to her, she told him, she said, "Boy, your wife." Listen, no, I'm not putting up with it. Not having it. Oh, Amy Jolie, try them, honey girl. Go get you some at the Dollar Tree if you want to spend money on them. Get you some from the Dollar Tree first and try them. No, they're not hard to get off. Matter of fact, the ones I had before I put these on, they say you roll up the end and then put on like some nail polish remover and let it sit and they'll peel off. But I just got a hold of mine and peeled them off. It left residue that I had to take off with some nail polish. Nail polish remover. I use acetone because it takes it off in one swipe. So no, they're not hard to get off at all. But they stay on. Oh my gosh, they stay on through everything. I think my nails is going to grow out of the end of them before they wear off. I really do. You got that right. Don't mess with me or mine. That's what I say, Lou. Don't mess with me or mine. Mm-mm. 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 That's why my stepmama, she used to say she ain't on here, or she'd tell you she did. You mess with somebody of hers, she say, "I'll drop you where you stand." I love it. I love it. Uh, she's asleep. Oh, she got the side eye going. Oh, I woke her up. She was asleep because I checked both sides. She was asleep. So she's happy where she's at. I can't get to my drink, but I'm going to. I ain't never been to a nail salon. Never. I have never had a manicure or any kind of nail thing any done. Never had a pedicure. I'm 61 years old and I ain't never had none of that. Anybody else here never had a manicure? Raise your hand. Let me know. Let me know. Tell me if I'm the only one. You ain't never? Well, Nancy ain't never. Well, there's more of us than I thought. Ain't that the truth, Lou? It will chip on you in a heartbeat. So you might as well just use the cheap stuff. If the expensive stuff's going cheap, you might as well just use the cheap stuff. I went through a spell where I had to have my nail polish match my outfits. I painted my nails so often, it was not funny. But that's back when I felt like doing stuff like that. Now, I don't give, we'll just say 2 shakes of a rat's tail. That'd be a nice way to put it. Ain't what I was going to say, but oh, you're allergic to nail polish? Listen, I would love to get a pedicure, but I ain't letting nobody look at my ratchet toenails. Mm-mm. Didn't just get old, it got expensive, I'm sure. Oh, Michelle, that sounds like David. He don't notice nothing. Lord have mercy. I could go stick him right in his face. He wouldn't know the difference. If I had nail polish on one day and stuck it in his face, and I didn't the next day and stuck it in his face, he would know the difference. You know what I want that I haven't had in years because I got when my back was really doing its moving, um, when the pain was the worst, I got to where I couldn't lay on the massage table because I used to get regular massages. I hadn't had a massage in years. I want a massage so bad, but I don't know if I'd be able to lay on the thing and be able to get up because I used to just moan in pain getting up off that flat bed. So I just don't know if I could or not. You need to get that acetone. If you do that again, Tracy, just get pure acetone. That'll take it off. It's a commitment, ain't it, Lou? That's why I'm loving these things right here. No drying time, nothing. You ain't got the. As soon as you put them on, you start raking and doing touching things because they're not wet. They're not coming off. They're not going anywhere. So I'm telling you, nail wraps for the win. I hope they come out with some more fall and winter colors because all the ones I got now are kind of summery. Some could go into fall, like that green one. I think that'd be pretty in the fall, and maybe the pink one going into fall. But I need some more warm colors. That's what I need. So I hope they come out with some. But I still wish I wish like somebody who sold what is it? Is it Color Street? I wish somebody that sold Color Street would go out of business, put all their nails in a bag, and the thrift store would sell them for $5. I'd buy it. I'd be set because I ain't paying for Color Street. I'm not paying that much money for a nail wrap. I'm not. It doesn't make you want to bite your finger because you want to peel it off. Is that what you want to do? Or you want to peel it off? Now she's asleep. See, she's asleep. I ain't keeping her up. I told you she sleeps all the time. And if I'm sitting here holding her and carrying on and she's asleep, she's doing good. Yeah. I'll tell you this, they sure ain't $1.25 like you get from the Dollar Tree. They sure are not $1.25. Yeah, she's my little sleepy dragon. She's my little sleepy dragon. So I'm gonna film my collab when I get off of here, and then we're just gonna warm it up for supper. I tell you, I'm pushing it to the last minute. I don't normally push my collabs to the last minute. I like to have them so I'm not pushed for time. I told David, I said, if it ain't good, oh well, it just ain't good. I think it's gonna be good, but you never know when you're trying somebody else's recipes. Because I try some that are just pure trash. I'm like, how does people eat that? Then I try some that is just delicious, and you never know until you try it. Yes, he knows where the McDonald's is. His daddy would always say, "If you hungry, what? How did he put it? If you hungry, you'll eat rattlesnake meat." David said, "No, I won't. I know where McDonald's is." I think it will. It's a couscous dish. You just doctoring up some couscous. So how bad can that be? Here's the thing. Here's the trouble I'm running into. We're not very adventuresome in our eating. We eat plain stuff, and a lot of these taste of home recipes they use ingredients we don't use. They're not fancy recipes, but they use ingredients we don't use, or they're flavor profiles we don't eat, and so I have a hard time picking one out that's going to be something either we will eat or something that is like in the plan, something that's not overly high in calories and carbs and all that. Which couscous is pure carbs, but I mean I feed them to David, and if I want some, I'll eat some. But they still have it, Tracy. They had like, listen, don't tell me. I hate pop ups. Okay, Lou. Thank you for stopping by. You have a good weekend too. Go paint your nails. But they still have that garlic couscous, Tracy. They had like, I think like 4 flavors or something, and the original. So, but Publix is the only place that had the plain, other than a big like tub of it, and I didn't want a big tub of it. I know I've made couscous, but it's been years. I never think of it. I just never think of it. But here's the funny part. I'd had to go to Publix to get it because it's the only store around here that had it. Well, I didn't check Harris Teeter because they're not on Instacart. But if I had gotten it last week, like I should have, it wouldn't have been on sale. Today it was buy one get one free, so it kind of worked in my favor. I got a couple different couscous. So I got the couscous, and I got the rice pilaf, and then I got some rice-a-roni, and then they're pastaronis. They was buy one get one free, so I got a couple of those. So I got several boxes of stuff to have on hand. I like stuff like that on hand. Listen, we hardly this is what's funny. We hardly got nobody up in this. It says 11 people in this room, and this is the most talkative y'all been in a long time, and ain't hardly nobody here. Isn't that funny? I don't know why I find that funny, but I do. Then I say that and don't nobody say nothing. Say something, people. Nothing. Something, something. Okay, y'all little smart butts. You little smart tail. That's what I tell my people. You little smart tail. You little smart tail. Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all. So yesterday, I had Sebastian and Jacob. Well, Sebastian has always been an only grandchild, right? He's used to all the attention. He was not ugly yesterday. Don't take that out of context. He was not ugly. But Jacob is at the age, he's not 2 yet. He requires a lot of attention, right? So um, Sebastian wanted a popsicle. He got some bomb pops in there. So he got him a popsicle, and Jacob was wanting it. I'm like, you want a popsicle? He says, yeah. So I went over there. I got the little push-up kind that's in the little plastic tube, that you just squeeze up and eat. He likes those because he's had them here before. So I got him that. Well, he sat on my lap. He was watching the tablet. He was watching Blippi. And so when we come over there to sit down to eat the popsicle, Sebastian says, can I sit on your lap too and watch Blippi? I said, you sure can. Let me get Jacob up here first. So David was asleep. Holly wasn't here. I had nobody to take my picture, but we were sitting in my chair. I had Jacob on this hand, this arm, leg, whatever. Sebastian over here. They were both eating their popsicles, and I was holding the tablet for them to watch Blippi. And so I had both my babies on my lap eating their popsicles. They both wanted to be there. And it was like hog heaven. Let me just tell you. So later on, Jacob likes to run and get in my chair when I'm not in it. Sebastian used to do the same thing. So he run over and got my chair. I said, are you in my chair? And so I'd make a little advancement to him, and you in my chair, and he would giggle. And so I finally got up to him and started tickling him, and he was giggling, giggling. So we played that. Well, a little bit later, Sebastian goes, hey, Momo, I'm in your chair. He was wanting me to do him the same way. So I did. And he enjoyed it and laughed, and I tickled him. And so I had such a good visit yesterday. Oh my gosh. That's the truth, Sandy. Oh my gosh. Yes. I didn't have a picture of it, but that picture's in my mind, them sitting there on me. Oh, that's good, Nancy. If my knees will cooperate, I like to get in the pool. Maybe once I get them both done, I can get back in it. Oh, Nancy. Oh, woke her back up. Okay, I was wondering. She'll sleep with one eye open. I don't know what she thinks she's accomplishing unless she's just waiting for predators. We took her to the beach one year. I thought, oh, she's going to have fun out there in the sand because, playing. Mm-mm. I took her out on the balcony, and, seagulls are at the beach, and the seagulls flying around freaked her out because they're a predator. I mean, she's still she's she's still wild inside. She's still got her instincts of being out in the jungles of Australia, wherever it is they're from, and birds are prey. They prey on she's prey for birds, and so those seagulls flying around. She was crawling all around me. I had to get her off of the balcony. I couldn't take her back out there, so I'm like, well, I can't take her to the beach because she'll freak out. She'll run off. So nope, she did not see the beach. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Oh, you have to wait till September. Listen, when Sebastian goes home for the summer, I think we're supposed to get him. Well, we're going to get him Thanksgiving week because that's the week RJ and Holly's getting married. And no, it's not RJ and his sister Holly. We've discussed this. We'll make sure you know his girlfriend's name is Holly. So she's Holly D and Holly's Holly H, or she's like our Holly or RJ's Holly, however it is. RJ and Holly are getting married the week of Thanksgiving. And then we're supposed to get him for Christmas because it was our Christmas last year, and she come up with a reason why he needed to stay home. And then she's got another reason. This year she tried to say no, he couldn't come, and so I think RJ's worked it out with his grandparents to meet us. So I hope it works out. Message. Because I didn't get to see him last Christmas or the Christmas before. I need to see him on Christmas. I had to mail his Christmas gift to him last year. Oh, really? Sorry, I needed to answer a text. Listen, I'm hungry. What am I going to eat today? Peanut butter and marshmallow cream? That's what I ate the other day. The other granny and the other papa. That's funny. Well, David, his family, they had Granny, and then they had old Granny, who was the mama of Granny. So they had Granny and old Granny. What time is it? Almost 1:30. Y'all care if I go early? Get me something to eat before I have to start filming? Y'all mind? Because I really do want to get it filmed and edited since it's going up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Cynthia from hot, hot, hot Tucson. I'm sorry you just got here because I was just saying, would y'all mind if I go? Because I need to eat. I got to send my picture to Tracy, and Tracy's got to send her picture to me because we are staying accountable to one another. If it wasn't for Tracy today, I wouldn't have done my exercise in the middle of the day because this morning it just didn't work out the way I slept. I went back to bed, and then I had to get up and go to the grocery store, and it was late by the time I got in. Then I ate my breakfast late, and I'm like, She said, well, she'll get to hers. I said, yeah, I will too, hopefully. And I'm like, you know what? I just stopped doing what I was doing. I said, I'm going to do it right now. So I did it in the middle of the day. And if I wasn't having to answer to her, I wouldn't have done it. I ain't eating no vegetables, Sandy. You can forget that. Is a peanut a vegetable? Peanut butter. Peanut is a legume, right? Is peanut a legume? I do have leftover spaghetti in there. I have leftover enchilada bake. I can eat some of that. That enchilada bake was a little spicy though. I think I'm not gonna eat that. I might eat some spaghetti. It's not full of protein, but you know. Yeah, Sandy's cussing, telling me to eat my vegetables. Yeah, me and Tracy's keeping each other accountable. That's for sure. We're doing things we probably wouldn't have done if we wouldn't. No, we've already decided on 9, Lori. You'll just have to watch us when you get off, I reckon. Or Sunday morning, watch us Sunday morning or something. I don't know. Oh, I like beer bread. Beer bread's good. Now you can keep the tuna, but I'll eat the beer bread. Okay, come on, Flair. Me and Flair is gonna. Hey, Andy. Me and Flair is gonna call it a day. Tell them, turn me loose, turn me loose. Tell them goodbye. There you can see how long she is. There's her big long tail. Tell them goodbye, my little girl. This is the part right here that turns black when they get mad. Very rarely has she blown a black beard out at me. She's never really got that mad at me. A few times she has. She's got kind of ill. They will blow that beard out and it will turn black as black can be. You can see the black undertones in there. See that? They will blow that out and it will get black. I mean, black as soot all the way across. And you know they are not happy. Not happy at all. All right. Well, bye, y'all. She is an amazing little creature. So I'm going to go eat. I'm going to put Flair back in her tank to get her some sunshine. So I'm glad y'all stopped by and see you tomorrow morning for the collab and tomorrow's prep day. Y'all know how I feel about prep. I don't like it, but I do it because I have to. So that's our lesson for the day. You might not like it, but if you have to do it, just do it. And moan and groan if you have to, but get over it. That's what I do. I just get over it. Okay, I'm calling it a day. Y'all know I love you, right? Okay. I'm ending this stream right now.